Hey there, we're about to look at the world in a way you might never have before. We're going to take things you see every single day, things you think you know, and peel back the layers to find the hidden forces that secretly shape them. So let's jump right in. Okay, let's start with something super simple, something familiar. Just picture a coffee shop. You know the vibe. The chatter, the hiss of the espresso machine, that comfortable routine of ordering your favorite drink. For millions of us, it's just a normal part of life. But is it? Because what happens if we stop for a second and ask one little question? What is really in that cup of coffee? And I'm not talking about milk or sugar here. To get to the real answer, we've got to break it down sociologically. We're going to use this one simple drink to uncover a whole hidden world of social connections, of history and power that, believe it or not, we're all a part of. And just like that, that cup of coffee becomes, well, so much more. First off, it has symbolic value, right? Meeting for coffee is really more about the social ritual than the drink. It's also an acceptable drug. It's caffeine, a habit-forming substance that we've all kind of decided is totally fine. Then, think about this. That one cup connects us globally, linking us as consumers to farmers in often much poorer countries. It's also a product of history, with deep roots in colonial expansion. And finally, yeah, it's a political choice. When you choose fair trade or organic, you're making a statement about how you feel about human rights and the environment. And this is really the big takeaway. This isn't just a fun fact about coffee. This way of thinking, of peeling back the layers on everyday life, you can apply it to literally anything. It's a whole new way of seeing the world around you. And this powerful tool, it actually has a name. It's called the sociological imagination. And honestly, you can think of it like a new superpower that helps you see all the stuff that other people miss. The term comes from a sociologist named C. Wright Mills, and he described it as the ability to step outside of your own personal bubble. It's all about breaking free from your own immediate life to see your experiences in a much wider social context. What it really boils down to is seeing the connection between your personal story, your decisions, your opportunities, your problems, and the larger society you live in. That includes its history, its structures, its culture, the whole shebang. So how do we actually start using this superpower? Well, a great place to start is the toolkit created by the founders of sociology. And don't think of them as just some old, dusty historical figures. Think of them as the inventors of three really different lenses for looking at society. All right, let's open up this toolkit. First, you've got Emil Durkheim. His lens is all about solidarity. He was asking, what holds us all together? What makes society stick? Then you have Karl Marx, who gives us a conflict lens. He was focused on how power and inequality are the real engines of history. And finally, Max Weber provides a social action lens, which zooms right in on how our individual beliefs and actions actually shape the world. Each one gives you a totally different but powerful angle. So, for example, if you look at a protest through Marx's lens, it's not just some random event. Suddenly, you see it as part of this long, ongoing story of class conflict and a fundamental debate about our whole economic system. Or, let's switch to Weber's lens and look at a stock exchange. What you're seeing is a perfect example of what he called rationalization, a world organized around pure calculation and efficiency, a force he worried was taking over modern life. Now, this is where the sociological imagination gets really practical and, frankly, pretty personal. It helps us connect what C. Wright Mills called personal troubles with public issues. It's all about drawing that line from your individual life to the bigger trends out there. Think about it like this. If one person is out of work and can't find a job, that's a personal trouble. It's tough, it's individual, but when millions of people across the country are unemployed, that's not just a collection of personal troubles anymore. That's a public issue. It points to something much larger going on with the economy or society, and sociology helps us make that crucial leap. So what this means is that your life, the decision you made to go to college, the job you have, the struggles you face, it doesn't just happen in a vacuum. Your personal story is woven into a much, much larger social pattern. Okay, so we've got this powerful new lens. It's cool, it's interesting, but what's it actually good for? Why does learning to think like a sociologist really matter in the real world? Well, the practical value is huge. For starters, this lens helps you see the world from different perspectives, which is absolutely vital today. It also gives you the tools to really understand the real-world impact of government policies. On a career level, it gives you incredible skills for any job that involves understanding people, which is most jobs. And maybe the most important thing, it gives you a much deeper understanding of yourself, of why you think the way you do, and how society has shaped the person you are today. So, from a simple cup of coffee all the way up to the global economy, sociology gives us the tools to see the hidden patterns that structure our world. So, I guess I'll just leave you with this to chew on. Now that you can see the patterns, what are you going to do with this new perspective?